And a big welcome to everybody on a big Thursday. Pop the top on a cold one by Guy Shear with us. Round the Track is live. We're here at the Mel Hambelton Ford Racing Warehouse. Now, boy, if you could see what 50,000 square feet looks like, it's amazing. And, I'm not sure about the accommodations, Phil, but I'm amazed about the building.
What do you mean, the accommodations? I think it's pretty cool in here.
Well, I'm smelling a lot of rubber in here.
You are seeing a lot of rubber. You're exactly correct with the Hoosier situation. And, of course, all of our light truck duty and passenger car tires we store in here and some parts and stuff. So, yeah, I'm excited to be in here with you guys. And sorry you haven't been in here before, Scott.
That's
all right.
Yeah, and this is our last show before the big the summer tradition, the Hutchinson Grand Nationals over there at the Kansas State Fairgrounds. Want to say a big shout out first off, though, to Mel Hambelton Ford, Phil Nightingale for joining us the last 3 weeks like he's been doing, Park City, Bills Built Race Cars, Wichita Tire and Alignment, the Kansas State Fair, Murphy Tractor and Equipment, and, of course, all of you for watching, and we'll see you next week at the Kansas State Fairgrounds. You can bet on that. Guys, we've got the promotions going on, Phil. The 2021 Ford Escape is getting ready to close out. If they haven't registered by now, they need to get it done.
That's right. We're running out of time, but a few days left to go. And all you got to do is get on our Facebook page and like, comment, share your favorite race car driver. And there's an event, there's a video, and a post, those 3 places. And everybody's doing a lot of things all over different places for the videos we've done. But please get over those other 3 places to get registered up. And again, just like, comment, and share. And let's don't forget, everybody's voting for everybody all over the board, which I love that. But we got that contest running for the local drivers. We got to get some votes for that.
And I saw you had a lot of votes coming in for Juan Pablo.
I don't think we've had any yet.
Yeah, one. He voted in.
I know there's one in there.
Oh, did you vote?
Unless you guys took it off.
I think we probably did.
And then, of course, the fuel jug and the gasoline giveaway with the pair of tickets, that's still going too.
That's right. It's just today we announced Wayne Johnson's calling.
Yeah, I just texted him, told him to call real quick. And it said 5.
Boy, here's a phone call. Wayne Johnson, one of the. Did you find anybody to go play racquetball with you, Wayne?
No, they all wimped out.
Well, I've heard about the way you stumble your way through a racquetball court, though. I can see why they wimped out.
Well, I try to put bruises on people at the racquetball court.
You play racquetball, guys, with Wayne Johnson, and the next thing you'll walk out of there on your back is the word PENN, PENN, because that's the kind of ball you use in those things, those little blue ball. And Wayne doesn't bother about the wall it's supposed to hit. He's aiming for somebody.
Oh,
yeah, that's part of the game.
Yeah. And you know, Wayne, it always amazes me when somebody hits somebody with that racquetball. First thing they say is, "Are you okay?" And the guy that got hit, his first intent is to turn around and just hammer somebody, because it's still going up and down your body like heck. But what are you doing, Wayne Johnson?
Well, actually, we're headed over to the Hall of Fame here in just a few to go watch some NASCAR truck practice tonight in Knoxville.
They've been working on that racetrack for about a week now, trying to get that thing ready.
I know. Would you rather get hit by a racquetball or a bicycle?
Hey, come on.
There must be some story I don't know about.
No, we've already had that show.
Okay.
Wayne ran out of places on his Facebook page to like people.
We sold a lot of T-shirts that night. Hey, real quick, thanks for calling in. I know you said you was heading over to Knoxville, but we're getting ready for the big old Hutch Nationals, and I know you being a racer all your life, you've always liked those big, fast half miles, and that's what the Hutch Grand Nationals presents itself.
Yeah, no, that place is awesome. I don't know that I really ever won the Hutch Nationals, but
you haven't.
Well, I won a race there just a couple years ago.
Yeah, you did. You kind of waxed the field over there a couple of years ago.
What's so unique about that? Is the long straightaways or the sweet? I mean, what fancied you? What do you like most about that track? Because we're getting ready to go there.
Just growing up at Oklahoma City on the half mile, all half mile flat fairground tracks, I really enjoy racing at. There's a lot of history at those places, and I just enjoy it. I like the covered grandstands, just the old school stuff.
Talking with Wayne Johnson, World of Outlaw, a regular on the tour, and the Knoxville trucks. They moved out from Eldora. Tony didn't renew the contract. They moved it to Knoxville, and are we expecting to see the same type of stuff? Just a hard track for those guys to get around on? Talk about the surface that is, just a compacted clay oval.
I'm going to I'm going to say yes. Because these trucks aren't made to go in the wet, or hell on dirt, I guess you could say. But I'm kind of anxious to see. I think the racetrack is going to be better than Eldora.
Wow. And
I just think.
And have you talked to Brian Brown and those guys? Because I know they're getting their chance to race NASCAR here for the first time.
Yeah, no, I seen Brown at lunch today, and he's excited about it. Schatz is excited about it. I think it's going to be pretty cool, but I don't know how I got to figure out how to make these odd makers. I've seen Eric Arnold post on Twitter that Haley Deegan is 5,000 to 1 odds. So I want to put $100 on her.
Yeah, because she finished second in that SRX race.
Yeah, so I'm going to put $100 on her. So if you guys know how to do that, fix me up. Put me 100 down.
Yeah, there's some famous last words. We'll get right on that one.
Yeah, no, just send 100 to me. I'll take care of it.
100 to me, and I'll get it down for you. Trust me.
I'm good for it.
That's right. And I will be too. So just send 100.
Yeah,
but Wayne,
C-Ray still owes me 100.
get in line.
I'll put it on Haley.
That's right. Yeah.
You look at like Scott said, you got Donnie Schatz and Brian Brown. Just those two guys right there. Goodness knows how many feature wins they've got at Knoxville.
Yeah, if there's any sprint car guy that's going to have an advantage here at this deal, would be those two for sure. I don't know about the truck thing. Don't know anything about them, but heavy 3,000, 3,500 pound truck versus a 1,200 pound sprint car. But those guys are competitors and dirt racers, so I'm feeling like they might have an advantage. But I'm still taking Deegan on the 5,000 to 1 odds for sure.
Send us that 100, Wayne, and we'll get it down for you.
Well, we appreciate you calling in, and we just want to get your perspective on the Knoxville, the trucks, and I know you're heading over there, and the Hutch Nationals coming up next week, and wish you'd come back and race that non-wing. I'd like seeing a non-wing car again.
Never happen again.
Sarah would kick your ass if you did.
No, she don't even have to kick my ass. I don't want no part of it.
Hey, speaking of Sarah, how's the T-shirt trailer going?
Everything's going good. Yeah, I've been busy. She's back home now, but so this next week at Eldora, we're a little short-handed because Paige went home. But no, the T-shirt sales have been good, and just both my girls are back home right now, so I don't have anybody to work for me.
Hey, we're following you. Proud of you for your. It seems like you're getting faster on the tour. You're learning some things, and you're just in time for the month of money with Kings Royal and then the Knoxville Nationals.
Yeah, for sure. We're definitely getting better. Are we competitive? Are we going to win? I don't think that we're quite ready for that yet, but we're definitely getting more, competitive. And biggest thing is I need to figure out how to put 35 laps together because we're really fast in the early parts of these races, and then we fade real bad at the end. So that's something we're working on.
Okay, Wayne Johnson, you have a good time there at Knoxville tonight, and you think they'll sell the place out for the trucks and all these things that are going on?
I've heard that there's 10,000 sold for the front stretch, and they're still selling. I tell you what, guys, there's a lot of people here in town already, and a lot of stuff going on. So even at 10,000, it's got to be a moneymaker, doesn't it?
I think so. Well, thanks for calling in. Appreciate your friendship, and good luck at Eldora.
Thanks, guys.
All right, Wayne Johnson picking it up. He's heading over to the Knoxville track and practice tonight for the Craftsman trucks. Are they the Craftsman trucks still? Is it this?
Camper World.
Camper World truck. Yeah. But anyway, we're talking a little bit about the Hutch Nationals coming up. That's what we're going to dedicate the show to tonight, pretty much. And Mel Hambelton Ford jumping on board, giving away a 2021 Ford Escape. You got to register on the Facebook page, on the Mel Hambelton Ford Facebook page. And have we got a ton of registrations?
It's been very good. I mean, the response has been very good, and then the daily drawings have been very good and exciting and stuff too. And everybody's excited to come in. And I will tell you, I thought that maybe we'd give away some more race gas than the QT gas, but we're giving a lot more QT gas. I don't think we give one race gas. Yeah.
Well,
that's all right.
Well,
I backed that up. We did too. We gave 1 5-gallon.
Darren McKim don't need race gas.
What's he need?
Film.
He needs film or a chip to take more pictures with.
Yeah. New card.
New card.
You want new cards? Yeah.
C-Ray, you were over at the track last weekend. You and Phil were part of the parade over there in Hutchinson for the 4th of July. Talk a little bit about what happened last weekend.
Well, actually, I was there Friday, and was there for the entire day and left there about 3:30 and come and head right here to the dealership and picked up that.
He called the office about 2:30 and asked Melissa and I what we were doing. She said nothing. She said, then what are you guys doing there?
Yeah.
And I was first out the door.
Really,
Well,
he
good
called
for you.
Melissa, he called Melissa to see if you'd left yet. That's the problem.
It's probably right.
yeah.
I didn't mean to interrupt you on that. I just wanted to give you some kudos that you did call. We are out of there and said, get out of there.
Honestly, I didn't call in and check on you guys Friday because you wasn't there to begin with. So
Oh, I wasn't, was I?
no.
That would have been.
I'm glad you jumped right in there. I'm talking about Friday when I was over working.
You brought your entourage over to my house.
Yeah. So
That's
anyway,
after the
yeah.
golf game.
So anyway,
There was a golf game last Friday.
Last Friday, big one. Now I took them all over to Scott's.
Well, I'm moving.
Ran out of Michelob Ultra. So then we all left.
Ultra.
Mhm.
Is that beer?
Continue on.
Boy, I got
Ray.
quiet, didn't it?
Yeah.
I want to hear what happened at
Continue
the
on.
track and the parade.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
you were working on the track Friday.
no, I was here at the dealership picking up that new Escape.
SC
And,
Ray got to take it over to
yeah.
Hutch for us.
Yeah, and
You didn't want to give it
Well,
back,
that's
did
good.
yeah,
That's good.
So done that, and then headed back over Saturday morning. Phil said, "Can you be at Hutchinson by 8:30?" And so absolutely I was, and got there, and what a display! What a display of cars that they brought over from
Crowd
the
looked
dealership
huge,
here.
too.
It
It
was.
is. It's always a great
And,
parade.
uh,
That's why we've
Hutch
done it.
loves a
And,
parade.
Yeah,
They really do.
I did see 2-3 women that said, "Where's Hardy?" Held signs up as I was going down through the parade.
It's not unusual.
And
Not unusual.
And then on the backside
I
said,
called
"You
and
owes me
told him."
money."
I called him.
Yeah.
I actually called him
You're
Saturday.
behind.
Yeah, actually called him Saturday morning from the parade and said, "Wow, some of your old high school girls are here." And but
It's nice to know they got out early.
They
Yeah.
would call my corsage.
yeah. So
Yeah.
anyway, great participation for the town. And like you said, what 10 years you've been doing?
Longer than that, 'cause I've been here
Yeah.
13. So, and
And,
I did the parade over there when I was in Hutch too and stuff. But
Yeah.
it's a
We
great
did-
turnout and good
yeah.
stuff.
We did it years ago when we had part of the car show.
We had Hutch Fest.
Yeah, Hutch Fest. We had
Or
a
not
couple
Hutch
cars.
Fest. What was it?
Motor-
We couldn't call it Motor Fest. Yeah, we
Motor
couldn't
Fest,
call it
yeah.
Speed Week because
Yeah.
Bob Gonchuk was a little worried about the relationship to speed and all that stuff. So
At the time,
it was Motor
yeah,
Fest.
yeah.
That's right. Yeah.
And so we have done that, and like I said, it was a great turnout from the very beginning all the way to the end of it. And when it broke loose, I headed right back to the fairgrounds and stayed there until about 4 o'clock Saturday afternoon, and actually thought that was probably I was as comfortable when I left there Saturday as I had been, and then went right back into Monday, or Monday was a holiday, and then Tuesday morning I actually went back over there again yesterday and had a couple fairgrounds people help me, and that was the first time that we really had two sheep's foot, a packer, a roller, and the grader and a water truck. So we really was making moves and moving a lot of stuff, and felt very comfortable. Thought we were supposed to get a little rain yesterday and missed it, and decided coming home when we'd missed it that I wasn't going to leave it lay Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So I'm going back now in the morning to try to make sure that we stay on top of it. If we do get a little rain Saturday, I don't think it'll hurt. I don't think you can get too much rain for that fairgrounds. I mean, you really
Yeah,
can't.
it's showing off and on storm rain for the next 2 days, but Sunday high of 82. You and I
Yeah,
still
something like
remember
that.
that.
And
Yeah.
so we're talking Sunday evening, and
Yeah.
so certainly plan on doing it. And I just, again, like I tell it, that's the first time that my brother-in-law they'd got back, and he come over with me, and I told him, I said, I don't know that it's going to race better. I don't know the tire wear is going to be any different, but I know mentally we've never put this much effort into it, and I know it looks different. And if it'll just race like it looks, we're going to have a fun weekend. That's all I can promise, that we have put the effort in this year.
It's going to be fun. I've been, like I said, I was over there, a week ago?
Mm-hmm. Oh,
Week and a half ago?
changed
And
quite a bit
it's-
since you were there.
Yeah, I'm sure it has. So I'm excited for Sunday. Get out there and practice a little bit, see what it's going to do.
Yeah.
I'm just sad we can't have a white wall this year, but we'll have one next year.
I got some plans working on that too. So,
Yeah.
and just ran out of time. We really ran out of his paint.
Yeah. So it's,
You know,
once again, Scott, it's your fault. If you'd have brought this up,
months ago.
earlier,
Well, he probably
You know.
did while we were at a cocktail center or something.
Someone
We thought,
forgot.
Yeah, God, we can't do that. There's no way.
Yeah.
But talking about painting the wall on the
Oh, that'd be
inside
great.
wall white all the way
Yeah.
around there,
Yeah.
which I know back in when did they put the wall up in 68?
Oh, I don't honestly, I don't
I think
know.
it was 68 maybe.
And
they
I
put
think
the
it'd be
wall up and
Great for advertisers. They want to buy a
Yeah.
spot, because I've already talked to our ownership group, and they want to buy a spot for
Yeah.
next year.
Well,
put
first
one on.
we got to get that approved or buy the place, one of the two,
Yeah.
before we make that decision.
Yeah.
But hopefully we can get it painted and get a couple sponsors' names on it, and get everything approved and make it look better for next year.
I think it'll be fun.
so what time
Yeah.
can people start showing up Sunday for the first practice session this coming Sunday?
Well, we're not going to start until 6 o'clock.
I know that, but
But,
what time can they get into the fairgrounds?
I plan on leaving here probably around 9 o'clock Sunday morning, and so I'll be there for the day. And because right now I don't know whether I got to be responsible for water or if we're going to have a state worker or what we're going to have there. So I want to make sure that I don't show up and say, "Wow, nothing's been done." So I'm going to head over Sunday morning, and so whenever you get there, just like anything else we do, you can park when you get there and get
And
situated.
it'll be just like race day on Thursday, Friday, Saturday. All the pits are going to be on the north end of the grandstand.
Yeah.
You'll enter off State Fair Road right by the maintenance
barn,
building
yeah.
right there.
That was one of the things I did ask. I asked him when I got there yesterday. I said, "So when are we putting the fence up?" And he said, "Oh, probably sometime next week." And I said, "What about this Sunday?" And it's, "Oh, good thing you mentioned it." So hopefully we'll have the pits,
Yeah.
where it's supposed to be. If for some reason they don't get the fence up around the outside north of the grandstand, we'll be down in the middle.
Ron Reynolds says, "Great show, guys. 1983 was one of the greatest nationals for me. I was able to work with Harold Leap, and he won the Hutch Nationals with a real low budget team back in
Yeah.
1983.
Ron Reynolds is a real low budget.
Okay.
He is, and that's that Ron Reynolds from Tulsa, Oklahoma.
Yeah.
Great guy, and he's one of those guys that Phil, you'll have to go. You, Scott, and C. Ray and I need to get together, and we need to go to the old timers lunch one time that Shane Carson puts together because
in Oklahoma,
it's in Tulsa.
Tulsa. Yeah.
And it's C. Ray and I, they had about 38 pictures of the last one that was a couple of weeks ago, and I called C. Ray over and he's telling me this guy's name. Jackie Howerton was there. Jackie Howerton used to have the track record at the Kansas State Fairgrounds until, who was it? Whatever his name was, broke it. Fowler? What's he from? Come on, I'll get back.
It was your story.
Yeah, I know, and I just butchered that one up, but I've got the
I got
answer
it. There's
to
the
that.
other brain cell.
Ron Fowler. Ron Fowler from Chanute, Kansas.
Yes.
Is your
From
track
Chanute,
holder
huh?
From Chanute. 24.38 seconds is the track record at the Kansas State Fairgrounds.
For
in
what?
Hutchinson.
So
and
now
that
you-
was set back in 1972
What
In what? Sprint
in
car?
a super modified.
What a
Super
modified around
modified.
there now?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, nobody knows.
Oh.
I mean, the only way you
guess
know
so.
is if
I'm
you've
trying
got
to
a
remember
clock
what I
on
used to run
somebody
when I'm
and
running
you're
around
watching
there.
them go. But under
I-
competition, Ron Fowler is still your track record holder
really?
at Kansas
This
State
was
Fairgrounds.
so you and Phil planned this.
Yes, we did.
Yes. There is
So-
no doubt in my mind that this is a loaded little tidbit that you
No,
just
not at all.
shared.
No.
Yeah.
No.
You
So-
might as well go with it because
yeah.
he's not going to think
So-
we didn't.
So he asked me Saturday morning, "So what'd you decide?" Here we are.
Four
Thursday.
cars at a time. Put them in each corners and straight across from each other.
You know, I think
Light 'em up.
what I think would be fun if
They do that at Eldora group qualifying.
like we're going over this
Yes.
Sunday, we designate a day between Sunday and the Wednesday of the next practice that if you want to come out to the Kansas State Fairgrounds, try to set a track record. We'll get a sponsor. We'll throw some money at it, and we'll do a players pool as well. But the players pool money is going to go to a nonprofit organization in Hutchinson to benefit them.
How's the
Boys
players
and
pool
Girls
work?
Club.
Yeah.
That sounds a little complicated, man.
No,
We're playing
no,
golf or
players.
racing.
Easy,
Yeah.
player. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a golf terminology,
Well,
but
before-
players pool is just what it is.
Before you explain all the rules, I'm going to have to come with grips of how we're going to do this.
One car at a time.
I'm just telling you, I've got to come to grips of how we can do any kind.
I know,
It would be nice to see how the cars
It
compare
would be. It would be
today
fun.
in some of the different.
When you're
it
talking a
would,
111-year-old racetrack and the track record that is set in 1972, come on.
but I can
That's-
promise you, all divisions aren't going to have an opportunity the first year if we do something.
Well, they probably wouldn't, and that would be
Yeah.
expected.
And I just said, I mean, we
And you'd
may,
have to have
we may-
guidelines on that.
yeah,
if
we
it's
may-
just NCRA
yeah.
divisions or whatever.
yeah, we'll just
But yeah,
may figure out something or put a little more effort like I told him, I'm a little closer today than I was the last time
I
we
know.
talked.
I saw you were a little more receptive right
yeah,
now.
but,
is my race pass going to be live, right?
Yes. Yeah.
So,
But
You know, I think one car at a time out there. I remember Brian Powers told me one time when we used to do our winter nationals at 81 Speedway, and when it was going like it was, we did one night of time trials.
Yeah.
And he said the most nervous I've ever been sitting in a race car was 2 deep, 1 deep before I went out on the racetrack all by myself.
yeah, I guess my thing is getting on and off the track, that sort of thing. You'd have to put everybody inside, and the guys that are sitting in there trying to set
Well,
in
you
their
can
cars.
organize this thing. I mean, it can be it's not going to be a chaotic deal. I don't see that. I mean,
That's why I say you line kind of 4 cars at a time.
I'll see. No,
Have it-
I don't like that.
When they're done, go off the back, and the next 4 come out.
Indy doesn't have 4 cars at a time. They do 1.
I know, but they got to.
And NASCAR does a group, and who knows how fast anybody's going.
Is NASCAR even back to qualifying yet?
I doubt it.
No,
no, they still.
but he wouldn't know that.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, I know.
No.
But anyway, I still.
But he,
It
but,
didn't.
but he understands.
I think we got to take baby steps into this situation
I
and
do
make
too.
it
I will
easy.
go with that. I'm just
And,
glad we're talking about it.
You know, and like I said, I'll go to Staley and USMTS, and he does it. Your hot laps is your time trial by your heat race and stuff.
Yeah, and
and
I
running
think
it down.
and I think the World of Outlaw has gone to group qualifying, and some others are doing it. But again,
Mhm.
anytime that you're doing stuff that it only involves 1 or 2 cars, it concerns me. You know, but it would be nice to just to find out how they compare. You know, time wise, rather than somebody tell me, oh, they're slow, they're not as quick today. I remember a story years ago. We were Liberal at the 5-state fair, and
This will be a good story.
yeah, Davey Ross.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
He argued with everybody. Everybody was racing that at that time that cars were not as fast today as they were when he was a hot shoe. And they had totally restored a Jimmy Harkness super modified.
Beautiful car.
And I mean, it was nicer than it was when it was built. But he went out at the intermission. He was going to just run a few hot laps and show everybody that cars were as fast yesterday as they were today. And he went into turn 3 and he forgot to lift quick enough and wound up sticking it in the fence and hit hard enough that he cracked his helmet, because his helmet hit the fence.
It's stuck in the rodeo pins.
They had to take the wheels off the car to get it out of the fence. It was a mess. Took like 30, 45 minutes to get this mess cleaned up. But he was going to show everybody that they're faster yesterday than today. And so I know there's an interest. I know there is an interest. People saying, well, they're not as fast today as they used to, or the only reason they're faster today is because they got better tires or they got better this, you know. So, and at the same time, they should be faster today with all the technology that we have.
Yeah.
Craig Miller says time trials were fun back in the days.
There we go.
When did Craig Miller ever time trial?
He watched with you up in the grandstand.
He probably did. He probably did. Because, you know, you were talking about the Hudson Nationals coming up July 15, 16, 17, Kansas State Fairgrounds. That was what Saturday was all about. No racing.
Oh, no.
Just time trials. Middle of the day, July, hotter than a baked duck, and you got 86
Baked
super
duck.
modifieds out there.
Well,
Time trialing one at a time.
If we do this, I want to get Tom Carnegie's voice on there, and when Jake goes by,
we'll loop
it's
that.
a new
Yeah, that's it. No
track
kidding.
record.
I think you and I can take care of that.
Yeah.
Tom can back us
You want
up.
to talk about chills when he used to say that when I was a kid at Indy. I mean, it's just,
Yeah.
God, I'm never forget when Steven went the first one to go 200 mile an hour on there. I mean, they thought, holy crap.
Yeah.
You know, it's just.
Well, in them days that you're talking about that they did that on Saturday, there was one type of race car.
That's it. You're exactly
it.
right.
And then we screwed up and started having 2 types. We had a late model and a super modified. We had an open wheel and we had a stock.
You know,
car.
I was looking at
and
some
from
of
there
the.
we screwed it up to where we got 20 divisions now.
I was looking at some of the history of that. And when you took over after Jack Merrick was the promoter at the Nationals, when you took over at the Kansas State Fairgrounds, there were 76 super modifieds there and 88 late models.
Mm-hmm.
That was the show.
Yeah.
Wow.
At that time, there was maybe 3 divisions or 4. Now, like I said, now we got 20 of them, 20 divisions now to choose from and work with.
If you got any questions for us, Phil, are you going to stick around?
Yeah,
You're going to leave?
I'm checking with Josh. He said I'm good for right now.
Okay,
so,
good. So if you got any
316
questions,
250 3617 316 250 3617.
we're talking about the O'Reilly Auto Parts 65th Annual Hudson Grand Nationals, July 15, 16, 17, presented by Mel Hambelton Ford at the Kansas State Fairgrounds. And, you know, it always brings back, and growing up in Hutchinson, I can remember sneaking under the fence over and out
What
of
were you doing there?
Larkland but trying to get in without paying. I
Oh,
was only 8 or 10, 12 years old, walking over to that grandstand. And, you know, the guys used to park, they used to camp in the barns over there off of where the houses the chickens now, or the pigs, or
It's turn one.
the goats, or whatever, off of turn one. And you could go over there, ride your Stingray bicycle over there and be double sharp and listen to some of the stories. You didn't get real close to them because at that age, they were still pretty intimidating to me.
Yeah.
And anyway,
And you've been the voice of the fairgrounds since you're
this
16,
will be
haven't
my
you?
40th. Well, this will be my 40th Hudson
16
Nationals
since
to
you were
announce.
16 years old.
really?
This is my 40th Hudson Nationals to announce.
Are you counting the year he said get out of the way or call cars to the car? Is that one of the years? That does not count.
I'm not counting the year that he called up at the tower and asked Bo Klein, "Who's that idiot up there with you? Get him the hell out of there!"
No, we didn't even have radios when that happened. So,
Okay.
so I had to run up
but
to the
I just
tower
want to validate
yeah,
this.
to
I
get-
mean,
but you know,
get you out of the way. It was during the state fair.
there's
races.
always stories that come out of there. And Phil is we've never given Phil the complete opportunity to tell the story about when he came down to Topeka in the stock car and ran the Kansas State Fairgrounds in that Hutch Nationals and what all happened. What take
I think
us
we got
through
a question here.
No,
I
we
think.
haven't got a
why
question,
does he
Phil.
always
No, we
bring
don't.
every year.
Take
This
us through that.
comes-
Take us through that.
I don't want to.
Just turn your chair sideways and talk to me. Yeah.
How about that?
No,
Yeah.
that way we can change the subject, and there ain't nothing else you can do about it.
First off, what brought you down there, and tell us all what
I
happened.
got
You
a
know,
question real quick.
yeah.
How's Ellie doing?
You know, Ellie's doing
Come
great.
on, now, let's just jump shit. Now,
That's good.
Let's
That's
read
y'all,
the
baby.
commercial if you're going to do that.
You know, I will tell you,
Just toweled off.
Ellie is having the time of her life.
I
And,
would agree
so-
there.
Loving
I'm
every
happy
minute of
she
it.
is, but that's not my story. I wanna
Well,
hear
but it's a
your
good story. It's a
Yeah.
better story.
No,
Pretty
it
girl,
isn't.
next
No, it
subject.
I guarantee you, we've got people already blowing his phone up saying, "Phil, tell
Yeah,
the
no,
story."
they're not. I'm
We
looking
wanna
at
hear
it. They're
it.
not
Yeah, we
either.
got it right here, Bart.
That's right.
And you can't see that.
You're damn right I can.
Yeah.
No, but she's having a life blast doing that, working for Todd Staley in the whole USMTS clan and traveling all over the country and stuff. And headed out next, I believe Tuesday, headed up to
Iowa?
no,
she's
Wisconsin. I
going
think.
way up
Yeah.
to way up there somewhere.
So, but yeah, having a time of her life doing that and helping Todd and Janet and all those crews and stuff. And I got a picture. Tyler Ricken took a picture of her at like 2:30 in the morning, sunburnt and everything else like that, and had a big old smile on her face. So that makes the dad pretty proud.
Yep.
Yeah,
I
absolutely.
think she's happy.
Yeah. And
So
that's,
now back to the story,
I don't know what you're talking about.
So you started in
Wow.
a stock car, huh?
folks. I'm telling you what.
Modified.
That's what I thought.
You're getting cheated out of something here today.
No,
right
you're
now,
not.
Because yes, you are.
No.
Because you okay.
Hey.
Just abbreviate the story.
Yeah.
You came down from Topeka.
Yeah.
All right.
We did.
Pick it up.
We did.
Pick it
Yeah.
up.
Was he the announcer
No.
that day?
No. I think I was. You did this back in
you
the
had to be
80s.
there 40 years.
No.
Well, yeah.
90s.
So
Oh yeah, I was one of the. Yeah,
So why
I
don't-
probably was the guy. We got one hard into the wall.
so
Now you want to tell the story?
No.
You want me to?
No, you're not.
I
You
can
got another question here.
fabricate
July
that.
21st, next during luncheon
Yeah.
in Tulsa. July 21st.
July 21st
The
is
Shane Carson luncheon. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I- yeah.
How
problem
often
is,
do you have those? I thought it was once a year.
once a month, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it's once a month or what.
He has it once a month?
Yeah, I think
It's
so.
like the Red Hats.
You know,
Oh, they're a great bunch of girls. Yeah, they're a great bunch of girls.
Yeah.
Okay, so I can see we're not going to get the story here tonight. I thought really you might be in a position where
I'm not
you might
liking
wanna-
that story. So
Well,
His head still
we got
hurts.
we got more things better. We got better things to talk about than that. How about that?
all right, Scott, thank some people real quick.
All
for
right,
us.
we'll do that.
We'll let Phil towel off.
Okay. All right, get ready to party on the prairie. The Kansas State Fair is celebrating everything Kansas is happening September 10th through 19th in Hutchinson. Tickets on sale now for the lineup at the Next Tech Wireless Grandstand. Go to kansasstatefair.com to purchase your tickets today. Looking for a place to spend a day, a week, or lifetime? Experience Park City. They got Jeeps Motorcycle Club, one of the state's most competitive BMX parks, championship disc golf, concerts, sporting events. Park City has also got the brand new Crosswind Casino, 8 different hotels and motels, 15 restaurants to choose from. Find out what's happening in Park City. Bill's Built Race Cars, your proven performance winner when it comes to championship dirt track auto racing. Leading the industry in fabrication design. Their goal is not to build 200-300 race cars a year. Their goal is to build the best race car and with great relationships. They have great service as well today at 5607 North Broadway in Park City. Get ready to win with Bill's Built Race Cars. Wichita Tire and Alignment. 20 years of tire and wheel experience. Chris Cratcher and his great group open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5:30. They're closed Saturday and Sunday. You can find them at 4460 South Seneca. Murphy Tractor and Equipment, located at 5375 North Deer Road in Park City. John Deere location for parts sales service. Your business is essential. So is the commitment to supporting you. They're at 5375 North Deer Road, Park City. They have reliable service, reliable parts, and expert staff. Stop by and see Dan and Curtis, and they'll help you get you going with whatever job you need to get completed. That's it.
That's it.
That's it.
Yep.
Yeah.
You read that a lot faster than I did last week.
Yeah,
Because you can see better.
Yeah.
Well, lighting is better in here than we were last. That's true.
Ouch.
Nice. So let's talk again about the 2021 Ford Escape. What do you?
James Firm says, when you bring up that story,
Here
a
we go.
vein in Phil's head explodes and his eyes start to twitch.
Thanks, James. Thanks, James. Really appreciate that one, buddy.
Let's talk again though about the 2021 Ford Escape we're giving away.
Yeah, it's going to be fun and exciting, and I'm sure a lot of people already want to get back on the Facebook page and get registered up. Comment, like, and share. We're going to pull 5 people. It looks like around Wednesday we're going to pull 5 people from Facebook of all the people that joined up. And then when you come over to the fairgrounds on the 17th,
That's Saturday night.
Lisa will have a table set up for everyone to register. You'll have a little piece of paper to log in. We'll put it in a big old hopper, and we're going to draw 5 people out of the crowd. So 10 of you will come down to the front straightaway with a key. One lucky winner is going to walk away with that car, and everybody's walking away with the prize.
That's what I was going to say. They're not going to walk away empty-handed if they come down to the
All
front
10 are
straight.
there. C-Ray and the clan. You guys have brought a Hoosier bag, a Hoosier jacket.
Yep.
Event
Event,
T-shirt.
yep.
And Lisa's
gift certificate
gift
to the
certificate.
trailer, and I don't know what else. It seemed like there's a couple, 3 other things, plus all the stuff that Lisa's putting in there.
Yeah, so Lisa hasn't done that yet. She's going to put her spin on it, and I'm telling you, it'll be blown away probably what's inside that bag.
It'll be a full bag.
Yeah, and a big shout out to Kevin Bowen, your friend, good
Yes.
friend of ours out at Airport Steakhouse. Greg Flores at the Anchor Inn.
Yes.
They're putting some things in there. BCC is doing some big boards and things for the winners and all that. Billy Watson at the Hutch News. It's hard to wonder how you can get a newspaper out anymore with all the information on the internet and everywhere else. But Hutch News still has one going out. Billy Watson is a how do I want to say it? He's not an employee, but he's a kind of a freelance reporter. There you go.
Yeah.
And Billy said he's looking forward to being there. And I understand from Denny Steckline telling me that Billy likes a lot of Dr. Pepper. So we'll have
Wow.
Dr. Pepper up in the condo. May not have air conditioning up there, but we'll have Dr. Pepper.
No air conditioning.
Well,
You going to be able to handle that?
Did you know
I
something?
got a big fan that says Building 5.
Yeah.
Oh, building 5.
Yeah.
It blows a lot of hot. It keeps a lot of people from staying up there, coming up, sucking up my air conditioning.
That's terrible.
Yeah.
We get over it.
If it wasn't a family reunion up there, it would be cool.
And old Charlie Griffin, he threw some things into this deal as well. Griffin Concessions there at the grandstands.
Yeah.
So a lot of people jumping in on that thing. If you're going to win something, if you get there, you're probably going to win something or have a good chance.
Hey,
anyway.
maybe since Mark's coming now, maybe he can throw in some free hair products.
Well, he's retired. He's been retired for
You didn't
12
ask- you
years.
didn't ask- you didn't ask
I don't
that.
think he has any connections with that stuff anymore.
Just thought it'd
And
be good.
Peel's Beauty Supply isn't even around anymore.
Oh,
So I know Bobby's out there playing golf
Bobby is,
somewhere,
yeah.
and Christy and all the gang. But anyway, that's all coming up July 15, 16, 17. Practice is Sunday. You can get there, you said, about any time.
Yeah.
Enter over off of State Fair Road on the north end of the grandstands because the snow fence, the gates will be set up by then.
Supposed to be.
Got a question for Mr. Hall.
Yes.
Please ask C-Ray if he remembers. I believe it was Vern Allen in the Zero. They were gold cars with black numbers. They had 3 cars in the semi-lates.
Yes. They was a very good friend of Rich Wilson, Richard and Randy's dad, and Troy Kiltz, and Tanner's father-in-law, Ernie Frazier. That
Ernie,
whole group,
his grandpa.
that whole group raced together. And in them days, we assigned numbers, and everybody had team cars. And
You assigned numbers.
yeah, oh yeah, absolutely. And Pinky Mullins was king of the kids, is what he was called, and he had every dimension of numbers 0 and 2 that you could have.
You remember
He
that?
had 002, 020, 200. Every one.
I remember his
and O.
daughter Anita used to race.
She had, yeah,
Really?
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, she
Yeah.
used to race, and
and every one of them had O and 2 in the number.
And they
Somewhere.
had the
Somewhere.
pink color scheme for a long time,
Pink
right?
and white.
Probably one of the biggest educations I learned over the years. Back, I hadn't been doing it very long, and we decided we would
Don't
have.
touch that thing.
Yeah.
There you
There
go.
you go.
Yeah, it's gone. Darn.
Well, say something rude.
I thought somebody was shaving.
Yeah. Anyway, I decided everybody thought we ought to have some team races, and I had 5 Ludkes: Tom, Steve, Larry,
God, yes.
Mike, and Charlie Ludke.
Yeah,
Pinky had 5 drivers. RB Flynn and Bud Hahn and them had Kerr McGee. That bunch, they had 5 cars, and then somebody else had 4 groups, and each of them had 5 cars. Put them 20 guys out there to have king of the kids. And you think they didn't tear some stuff up? Now, they tore some race cars up.
I think I remember hearing a few stories about that.
Yeah, well, they're all true.
Well, now the thing during intermission is people bringing their own personal cars on there and having that. You get like a 1 lap or 2 laps, and they just.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I've
We
been
had
watching
street.
that on Facebook all the time.
Yeah, we had.
Where are they doing that at?
Different dirt tracks.
did.
Right?
Really?
We did it years ago. You
Yeah.
could come. All you had to do is sign up, and I give $150 or $200 to the winner. And if you won, you stayed out there, and they just kept bringing them out of the pits. And kid run down into turn 1, and over he went. And I'll never forget Bo Klein, the guy that's responsible for bringing Hardy into this mess, said, he said it was supposedly his grandmother's car, and he said, "Granny, your car's a hunk of junk." And he literally rolled his grandmother's old car going into turn 1. So we quit doing that for a while. Then the next thing was cruisers and stuff, and everybody knows about cruisers.
I've always wanted to get in a cruiser, but this never happened.
no,
You
you
had-
didn't.
You had
No,
to be
you didn't.
crazy.
Oh, I think it'd be fun.
You had to
did.
be
I think
crazy.
I wanted him and I to do it one time, like do a match race type thing.
You don't think there'd be an X on that thing?
Well, I think it'd be great.
Not happening.
That'd be great.
Even if we started at the back, they'd catch us before we get down in
You'd be
turn
screaming
1.
like a
You know.
scared. You know what?
Oh,
Never ever in Wichita has there been anything done to create so many race drivers
no, that's
in Wichita,
or clear out a junkyard.
or clean up
Or
the
who
junkyard.
made them think they were race car
Yes.
drivers?
Because I can remember when we started that cruiser deal, it the cars were $200, $300. By the time it ended, it was like going out and buying a $5,000 vehicle that you're
Oh,
going to
yeah.
drive to the store or to church or something. They figured out our game plan real
My
quick.
favorite story of listening to these two over the years is that at the end of the night, they leave them there. You have to have them towed off. They go get another cruiser
Yeah.
car.
Oh yeah,
They just ran
it
that
was
night.
it was a junkyard.
One guy, I'll never forget. What was the guy? Oh, come on. Okay, I can't remember his last name now. But if I get telling this story, you might remember. He'd bring his cruiser out, park it in turn 3, and roll it off. And the minute he rolled it off the trailer, the hood would go up. Well, this caught my attention because he never raced it for about 3 weeks in a row, and he was working on the golf course at Willow Bend, mowing the greens and things. So about 4th week, he came out, rolled it off, boom, hood went up. I went out there. I was walking around the infield looking at some of these cars and all. And he walks up to me. He says, "Hardy," I said, "I want you to tell Mr. Hall something." All right, what seems to be the problem? He said, for the past month, every time we get ready to come out here on a Thursday night, we drive this car up onto the trailer, load it up, hook it up, we get it out here, and from the house to here, we roll it off, and the thing won't start. Hadn't started for 4 weeks. Well, I'll tell Mr. Hall your problem there. He said, "I'm getting damn tired of working on this thing, and it's not letting me play." Comes out the next week, rolls it off of the trailer, hood goes up, car fires up.
Oh no!
He gets out there for hot laps, coming out of turn 2, front bumper went off, went right over the top, took the drive line out of it, and he's dead in the water going into 3.
Poor dude.
boy, but that was cruiser racing back then.
Absolutely.
That was when it was fun because, and then the other thing I remember about cruisers is the XC cars. They had a 14 XC. They had a 44 XC. They had a 59 5000 XC. So I finally left the tower and went down. I got into these because they're all pitted together and there's like 12, 15 cars there. I said, okay. And I walked right into the middle of this deal. I said, okay, guys, I need to know what's the XC all about? They kind of looked at each other.
Chuckles.
Who's going to tell them? Who's going to say what? Come on. I just need to know to tell. They looked at me and said, ex-con. You got to be kidding me. There's 30 of them. 15 cars, there's 30 of them. They're all XC.
They must have forgot the red hats.
Yeah.
Check them in
I
for
looked at
helmets.
C-Ray that night. Nice deal you got me all of us into here. We got at least 30 ex-cons running around out here. Oh, but it went off, and you couldn't have played that thing any better.
No.
You really couldn't.
Without a doubt, everybody that had anything to do with cruisers has got a story to tell. They really do.
And people would pack the house to watch them.
Oh, crazy.
Printing money.
Just stupid stuff going out there. Okay, 15th, 16th, 17th, Hutchinson Nationals. O'Reilly Auto Parts presented by Mel Hambelton Ford. Practice is this Sunday. Get there anytime. It's from 6 to 9.
Yeah, and actually some of the guys actually will park their race cars and put a little camper right there beside it.
Now there is camping at the Kansas State Fairgrounds, but a lot of it's racers, you have to pay for it.
Some of the racers just camp right there with their race car and leave it in the infield because we do secure the stuff at night and things like that.
So if they bring their car in Sunday to practice and they want to leave the trailer or something there,
they can leave it for the 3 days.
And it's all security. I mean, it's all right there.
Yeah.
But you might go over the schedule, Scott, and tell them exactly what's going to happen.
Obviously, practice coming up Sunday, July 11th, and once again, July 14th. Kicks off July 15th. The practice times are 6 to 9 p.m. Gate is free. But pit passes are $20 for anybody who wants to go to the pits. $5 discount tickets off of general admissions at O'Reilly Auto Parts for 12 and up. When you purchase a ticket, they'll knock that price from $20 to $15. General admission at the gate will be $20 for 12 and up. Thursday, grandstands open at 5, race time 7:30. Complete program, qualifying heat races and championship feature events for the NCRA 305 Sprints of Kansas and the Super Stocks. Heat races and qualifying events for the AAA Rookie Modified Sport Mod IMCA type. Also, we'll have the Kansas Antique Racers, courtesy of Matt Sam and Dick Coleman. Friday night, July 16th, same time, 5
o'clock. It's an
o'clock.
inside deal.
Race time 7:30. The USAC wingless sprint cars of Oklahoma, Missouri will come back for the first time in over 40 years. Complete program. Heat races championship feature will crown a champion that night. Also, championship feature for AAA Rookie Modified Sport Mod IMCA type, all one division. Double heat races. That's your night. NCRA Modifieds. Heat races and qualifier for NCRA late models, plus special appearance by the Kansas Antique Racers. Finale, July 17th. Races start at 7 o'clock that night, moving it up a half hour. Gates open at 5. B-mods and stock cars will have championship feature events for NCRA late models that night. Qualifier and 50-lap championship feature for NCRA modified, and recognition of the 50th anniversary of sanctioning body for championship dirt track racing, the NCRA.
That's the show. That's the whole show.
Yeah, that's the whole show.
That is the whole
25
show.
laps. Will stop for 5 minutes once every car stopped on the front straightaway.
In the modified division.
In the modified division only.
Yep.
And so there you go.
That's a lot of laps, a lot of time, and a lot of fun.
It'll be a lot of fun. I mean, I'm looking forward to the 50 laps again because that's what it was back in the day.
Yeah.
The super modifieds in July and a sunny Sunday afternoon, run 50 laps around that thing. Remember the old, did you race when the tires were still in the ground in the corners?
I don't think so.
I think we pulled them out by then, but
SUV and golf carts, price for those.
$10.
$10. And they'll have to get them registered, and that's for the weekend.
Yes, that's correct.
Okay. All right.
Okay, that's good. And speaking of SUVs and those things, we want to thank Prairie Land Partners out there.
Yeah, Daryl Pankratz and those guys, Prairie Land Partners. Thanks again once for stepping up. And
they do. Excuse me, they do charge $25 non-tow vehicle, and the reason of that is if we didn't try to deter the guys, I swear if you come just a little bit late from work, you're going to be half a mile to a
Yeah.
mile from the grandstand, and that's not fair to the racers just because somebody had parked 3 or 4 street vehicles. So I don't want the 25, but I don't want your street vehicle either. So if I got to have it, you're going to have to pay that. So it's there's a lot of room. We've changed it around to where people can spread out a lot more than they used to. But let's be real. Let's not fill it all with public parking just
I agree.
because,
You got to have room for the cars to
Yeah,
work and guys in
absolutely.
and out of there, get cars moving in and out and stuff too. So I agree with that too.
And it becomes safer too that, that this area right here is definitely the race car area. And so, it just keeps it safer for everybody. And the same thing with the 4-wheelers and stuff, it's unfortunate we had to put numbers on them, but there's always seems to be an idiot that gets on one and nobody knows who it belongs to. And when you're looking go get somebody for what they're doing, nobody knows nothing.
Yeah.
But it's easy to find the number on that 4-wheeler and
know who's who.
And then you become responsible. That race car becomes responsible.
And at the same time, you let it go as far as you can because
absolutely.
there's so much ground to cover over there.
There is, and I realized a long time ago that not a racer nor a fan has to be there.
That's right.
Or an employee. They're there because they want to be. And if I make them miserable with all kinds of rules, it's easy to say I'm not going back. There was too many rules, too many of this, too many of that. So I want you to be comfortable and I want you to have as much fun as possible. And I can overlook a lot of stuff, but let's be realistic and let's be respectful to each other. And if we do that, it'll be a fun weekend.
It's all about being smart, making good decisions.
Exactly.
That's all it is.
That's it.
And again, your general admission tickets are age 12 and up. 11 and under are free every night of the Hutchinson Nationals.
Mhm.
I remember back in the day when you used to buy reserved seats. I think they reserved the first 10, 12 rows, wherever those beams were,
That's
the
a
rows
cutoff
down
point.
below them.
Yeah. Well, there was
get there.
chairs on. There was numbered chairs.
Yeah, there was.
And that's
Oh,
how-
seat back, the old seat backs.
Well, yeah, but boy, I remember I used to
Dragon
get there
dolls.
early to get the reserved seat because you wanted to sit down in front of those beams. Because if you got back behind those beams, you were blocked out at some point on the racetrack.
Yeah.
And
a lot of stuff changed when they remodeled it.
they took out some of those beams, and now then everything is general admission. There is no reserve seating for any night.
Yeah.
It's age 12 and up. $20 if you buy it at the grandstand box office. If you go to any area, O'Reilly Auto Parts, as Scott was just telling you, it's $15.
Yep.
They'll sell it to you just like you buy a can of oil or wax or whatever, and you use that invoice as a ticket to come on in.
Yep. And like I said, it's 6 to 9, and all that really depends on the rescue people. If they get there at 5:45, then I'm going to be putting cars on at 5:45. If it's 6:15 before they get there, then naturally we're not going to be able to start till 6:15. And, we'll kind of see if it's still daylight and rescue can stay a few more minutes and we can do things that, and there are a lot of cars trying to try things. I don't have a problem staying another 15 to 30 minutes, something like that. But really all depends on the rescue people as to whether we turn the lights on.
Phil, let's tell them one more time how they get registered for everything that you guys have got going at Mel Hamilton Ford.
We really haven't talked about everything either. We talked about a lot, but the car giveaway for one, the daily drawings for the 2 tickets and the 5 gallons of gas, race gas, or 20 gallons of QT gas. But we also got these other packages coming. There's 6 of them, right?
Yes.
Going to be hotel stays, airport steakhouse, Anchor Inn.
Mhm.
So all kinds of good packages. We'll start giving away those the first of the week, I'm sure, so people get ready for
Yep.
that.
Yep.
Hotel stays and stuff like that too. So there's 6 more packages coming out there. And again, the only way you can get in this contest, it's so simple, so easy. Just get on our Facebook page and like, comment, and share your favorite race car driver. And it's the event. There's a video and a post we made about it. Those 3 places is where you need to go and get that out there, and we'll start drawing up some more stuff.
Quick question is how come you guys decided to run 25 laps and stop and restart the modifieds? Shouldn't they be able to run a full 50?
Can't do it.
Um,
Can't make it on fuel.
If everybody was on
You'd have to switch
gasoline,
to gas. Yep.
but they're not. I'd say probably 25% or more they're not on gas, they're on methanol. And because of that, it wouldn't be fair. They couldn't afford to change over. And like I said, it's kind of new for us to try a 50 lapper this way. And if it works real simple and we don't have to put a pit stop in it, next year, then we'll eliminate pit stop.
Because just so
On the
people,
flip side to it, I think the pit stop will kind of make it fun. Adds another dimension.
just so you know, when you change over to gas, you have to change the carburetor and everything. There's a lot of things that go into it.
Fuel
Carburetor,
lines,
fuel
everything.
pump,
Yeah,
lines.
everything.
Lines. So I mean, it's just not an easy fix. We've done that, and when my buddy raced in the World's 100, we had to change everything over because of to make it to the race. So,
Yeah.
Exactly.
It'll be fun. It'll be a lot of fun. Guys, anything else?
I'm ready.
Ron Reynolds says, "Please keep your little buddy's bow-legged white legs in the condo."
Really?
Ron, I can't wait to see you. I really can't.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to it. Okay, well, nothing else. Got to say a big thank you once again, Mel Hambelton Ford.
thanks for
Everything you
everything.
guys are doing.
No, it's going
Phil,
to be great.
you weren't
Appreciate
even going to be a part. You were going to sit in, then leave, and come back.
It's too
Thank
much fun to
you.
stay here. So
Thank you for sticking around. Park City, Bill's Built Race Cars, Wichita Tire and Alignment, the Kansas State Fair, Murphy Tractor and Equipment. All of you for watching. We're not going to be around next Thursday. We're going to be at the Kansas State Fairgrounds. Scott, let's go home.
All right. On behalf of Lisa and Phil, our producer Melissa, Warren Hardy, C. Ray Hall, I'm Scott Stiles. Next week, we will have live updates from the Hutch Nationals starting Wednesday every night there. So tune into Facebook Live and everything. We'll give you update and we'll give you ahead of time. Also, Phil will be making an announcement Monday or Tuesday of when they're going to announce the first 5 names. So stay with us all week long. Hutch Nationals, the 65th annual, coming up next Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. We'll see you at the track. Good night, everybody.